welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we're back with another pattern that I chose from friendshipbracelets.net. This one is pattern 110807. It is interesting. I'll give it that. It is interesting. It's not terribly difficult, despite the fact that there is a lot of kind of zigzags going on. And that might have to do with the fact that there's a couple of whites on the outside. To try and test an idea of like the sort of straight edge technique or whatever, I basically every time, because the white ones are always on the outside, I always brought them inwards. And does it make it straighter? No, not really. There are some places where the red had kind of came out to the edge and zigzagged back, and it kind of throws off that next knot. So it's not a saving grace. It doesn't really do anything. If you're consistent with your tension and you work hard, you can balance out a straighter bracelet. It's not necessary to do the straight edge or whatever. So just a heads up, because there are some inherent things that happen, and people will act like, oh no, it's your fault, you didn't do it right. That's not necessarily true. Some bracelets kind of veer off a little bit or kind of look like they taper in a bit. And the trick to it is to really, as you're going along, straighten it up as you go. It will help make the overall thing turn out nicer. And there you go. But this one, it kind of, I guess it sort of repeats itself 4 times. There's whatever this shape is that it starts out with is sort of a kind of reminds me of like the Green Lantern logo or something to that effect. And then like there's a little patch in between that segment and then like the next one where like the reds are like really dense in the middle. And that only happens 3 times. And that, because it only happens 3 times, you get like that dark thing right in the middle of the whole bracelet. It balances out really, really well. Again, this is one of those times where trying to get it symmetrical from end to end kind of pays off by working out the pattern in advance. I don't honestly know where somebody would have even suggested to have started the bracelet, other than to just work it out so you have this whatever you want centered, because it doesn't have that spot where you're like, oh look, here's a perfect diamond, just start it from here and go from there. It kind of lacks that. I suppose I can see a couple places that might work out, but then it wouldn't have been centered. It wouldn't have that added touch that I like so much. So there you go. But overall, it's a really pretty bracelet. Definitely more intermediate than it's just not a beginner friendly bracelet at all. Not only because of like so many zigzags, but like there are some elements in there where it just kind of gets a little bit difficult to try to work out where to go next and how to balance it and stuff. It was a challenge even for me. And I kept thinking that, like as I'm following the pattern, mind you, I had to like watch the pattern the entire time, but I kept thinking maybe I was off on which row, because like the way the red sort of has that indentation, it does that like twice in a row, and I keep getting worried that I was on the wrong part of the pattern. So yeah, like kind of double checking my work a bit. Mind you, that said, for as much of a struggle that this one felt like, it finished in just over an hour, like an hour and 5 minutes. So that wasn't too bad. Like time wise, it kind of went through. And again, I kind of contribute that idea to like a couple white rows that are on the outside that sort of made things kind of move along a bit. I'm not actually sure why it like finished up kind of as quickly as it did. It seemed to me that it was probably almost as hard as the video before. But I guess in some ways it really just wasn't. There was, you know, the diamond with the 2 yellow dots, maybe that part made it easier. I don't know. Somehow it went together a little bit faster. So yay. Yeah, see, here's the part where the red does the thing again. I'm gonna guess, I wasn't quite paying attention to the video. I'm gonna guess that makes it the center. So let me just thank my YouTube members for making this possible. You might notice the office is looking amazing now. I can contribute that basically to the members. They help make that possible as well. So it's not just about string, it's about trying to make the whole channel overall better. And I don't know, I kind of like it. I think it looks good. Still might change it around a bit. I'm not entirely sold on this look, but we'll see. Yeah, I sped this up a lot because I figured there wasn't probably that much I could talk to you guys about with it. It's just one of those patterns where it's definitely got some challenge to it. It's definitely pretty. It's really, I honestly think that's going to attract some attention. You know, if I put that up with my other bracelets, I think this is definitely eye-catching. I really like it a lot. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I've been working pretty hard here trying to get some bracelets and stuff made up so that way I can get working on a bag that I want to do. So yeah, been hard at work, nose to the grindstone and all that. So, and I kind of enjoying this series of just like finding patterns and then making them. And if you haven't noticed, like, I'm not picking out the patterns I'm like think that are like, ooh, this is gonna be super easy. I'm choosing ones that I think will look really pretty, but you know, still like this, a challenge. So yeah, I don't know what's next. I haven't worked out the next pattern yet, but I suspect we're gonna stick with this theme of challenging myself and trying some new stuff. It's been kind of fun, honestly. Even if it takes me a little bit longer to produce the actual bracelet itself. And I'm not even talking about like the fact that it took an hour and 5 minutes of work. There was long spells of procrastination before doing it. The wife asked me to do something, like, absolutely, sure, glad to. Yeah, jump right on that right now. Like, were you doing something? Kinda, but I don't want to, so. So I've been kind of avoiding this just a little bit. But now it's all done and I'm happy to see it. So there's that. It's just when the pattern is this difficult, and why did I do it? Why this one? I don't know. Maybe I can find a nice easy one next. Yeah, I was trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to share with you guys. There's not much of the bracelet left. Oh yeah, if you have questions, comments, leave it below. If you have made the bracelet. Maybe you're inspired, you make it, you want to share that with me. Discord, got pattern ideas and stuff. You can share that over on Discord as well. Yeah. If you've got a really cool tattoo and you want me to see it, Discord. I have a few tattoos myself. Nothing crazy, but I got a few. I'm not sure if all of them are on Discord or not yet. Should be. Yeah, this is coming to the end, guys. So thank you, guys. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Hit the like button. It helps the channel probably more than you can imagine. It basically makes it so it shows to other people, and we get to grow this community up and do some cool projects or something. That would be kind of neat. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.